Good evening. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to long range weather forecast discussion for April 25th through May 7th. For April 25th to 29th, we're forecasting a strong westerly flow into the northwest, and this will likely bring heavy precipitation to the northwest and to parts of the Rockies. We have a ridge here over the eastern Pacific into California, and we have a trough here in the Rockies and a ridge in the east with a zone of flow or west-southwest flow. So here you're looking at the GFS, and then I'm going through the days, and I'm going to go to the end of the period, and we see a little change, and we take a look at the rest of the models. They're in good agreement. So like I said before, there's heavy precipitation for parts of the Northwest and the parts of the Rockies. And also heavy rain is likely from the plains of Mississippi Valley. Above normal temperatures are forecast for the central and southern plains. The east will experience a warming trend with summer-like heat possible. 80s and low 90s. I think the low 90s will be across the southeast. Below normal temperatures are forecast for the central Rockies into the northern plains and the northwest. April 28th to May 2nd. Here we are at the 30th. The pattern becomes more amplified here. We have this ridge here, so trough here near the Aleutians, trough over the Rockies, and a ridge in the east with a southwest flow. We have below normal heights across much of Canada. And I'm going to go through each day as soon as I can get this under control. Okay, so we go through each of the days, and I come to the second, and you see that this trough kind of like slides over a little bit as this ridge builds off the west coast. That's the GFS, and then we'll take a look at the rest of the models. Again, they're in good agreement. So during this forecast period, I'm forecasting above normal temperatures here, and for this region here, with anomalies of 4 to 8 degrees above normal. Below normal temperatures are forecast for this region here with anomalies of 6 degrees below normal. For precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here. The central and upper Mississippi Valley, below normal precipitation is forecast for the Texas Panhandle. April 3rd to the 7th. Here we are at the 3rd. The pattern is a little bit, the models are showing a little bit of difference here. This is the GFS. See how amplified it is? Oops. Keeps jumping around. See how amplified here it is? We have our trough here, ridge. That's the GFS. Now we look at ensembles. They're not as amplified. Still keeping a ridge on the East Coast. Then we look at this is the GFS ensembles, more flatter flow. And then we look at the European is more amplified, or with this has the trough more to the east, centered across this region here, as this ridge builds inland, and we have a ridge over sides to the east as there's a little bit of an eastward shift in the pattern. Now, also during this forecast period, let me see. This is the PNA. You can see here it's positive, goes to near neutral to negative, slightly negative. And then we take a look at the NAO, which goes negative here. So I think, let me get this. I have so many things open up. I think this pattern is more likely because of that reason. Now, I also want to show you the difference. Now, this is the GFS forecast. Look how cold it has. Numbers 18, 12 degrees below normal across much of the nation, except for portions of the Mid-Atlantic, Ohio Valley, in the southeast. But then you take a look at the rest of the models, see, and then the European, I think this is more like what it's going to be. So during this forecast period, I'm forecasting above normal temperatures here. And for this region, with anomalies of 6 to 12 degrees above normal. Below normal temperatures are here, with anomalies of at least 6 degrees below normal. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation for the Southern Rockies, above normal precipitation forecast for the Northern Rockies, the Northern Plains, the Northeast, and the Mid-Atlantic. So that is a long-range weather forecast discussion for April 25th to May 7th. Thanks for coming to Jim Only's World of Weather, and have a good day.